Yeah, but that Juan team ain't that good. He got Barkley though. Yeah, he got the Broncos. He got Barkley, nigga. He got Barkley. He don't got no. He got Harrison Smith. I asked that nigga for Harrison Smith. Yeah. I'm only gonna probably play win. I'm trying to win it. I'm trying to win, then leave and say fuck y'all niggas. I come in there, we talking about.
Okay, coach.
Man, I know you and Juan got some animosity into it. I'm like, nigga, I ain't even reply to that nigga. I'm like, nigga, Juan, he invited me to the party and asked me to join this nigga league, bro. I don't got nothing to say to you, nigga. Nigga switched on me, nigga. Me and Reed go way back. The nigga, he just know that nigga Juan in person. I'm like, nigga, you not supposed to do no shit like that, nigga. Yeah, I'm in Legacy and this nigga talking shit. I'm like, what you talking shit for, nigga? Nigga talking shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not about to fuck with you, nigga. If I lose one game in this nigga straight, I got the 10-1. I got 10-3 Broncos. Other nigga, he the Chiefs. I'm playing right now. The broadcast up. And straight balling. This nigga got 2 superstar niggas.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product.
Oh, I was almost gone.
Blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Shut the fuck up. I think I ain't know what the fuck that nigga was in.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Luck.
Come on, catch that shit, nigga! Fuck!
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion.
Fuck! Catch that shit, nigga!
That should set up
damn!
A situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Catch that fucking shit.
And this one
damn. I'm not throwing the suit no more, my nigga. I'm not throwing to you no more, bro. Bum ass nigga.
The opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
65, 65, 65. He's coming, he's coming. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
I'm the Broncos.
When they're that high powered, you've got to find a way.
You got Lamar at
to me,
fucking
that's the magic
quarterback.
number. 20 points scored gives yourself a
He gonna try to do fast break.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check back 15. Know your job. Check 15. Check 15. Check. Hustle.
Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left.
Look at, let's go, good D.
Complete.
Fuck, nigga.
Good shot as he tried to pull.
Come on, let's play some D, bro. Let's play some fucking D.
So he can't hang on. As I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that
I'm
I've
on
heard
that
maybe
ass,
from you.
nigga.
I don't know, but you're gonna get hit.
And he got
anyways, might as
Tyreek,
well
yeah.
hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Keep moving. Check 13. Check 13. Hayward. Go. 50. Nice, sweetheart.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, they call PI.
It's Chris Harris.
Oh my God, bro.
These guys are gonna take over.
Bum ass nigga. Bum juice.
At the 34-yard line.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right. Hey. Go down. 36. Safe. Shoot. Switch. Showing it.
And he's got a 1st down of inside.
Bum ass nigga, I swear, bro. I swear. Bum ass shit, man.
An excellent run.
Fucking pick right there, man. Caught fucking PI.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Kill.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, with Damian
Bum
Williams,
ass
it's
shit,
notable
bro.
that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go out
Bum
to a
ass
big-time
shit,
running
man.
back in the
I swear to
offseason.
God,
The coaching
bro.
staff said back in May,
Bum.
they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Four there. Alert. Check three. Jim. He's crashing. He good. Check three.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Oh my God, come on.
But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Charlie. 50 wants the mic. Come on, boy.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Check out. 90. 12. Slam. Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Strong right. 11 feet. Watch that three. Hey, I 7. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Luck on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Frank Clark. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, wahoo!
Block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, dude. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready. To the ending. Hey. Like 22, he's coming.
This time Jackson will throw it. Taking a deep shot here for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down
This
deep
whole
in
offense.
Denver
This your fucking
territory.
offense.
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Like 22, he's coming. 22.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's Kelsey on the ground. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And now and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Lamar Jackson taking it in as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, Jets.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 30 on second down, Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, 4 down. 24 is the mark. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Just beating the play clock is Luck. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go, man.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Like 22, he's
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Mike, 45. Check pass. Slant. Check 49.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 16, Jackson. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch the safety creep.
Reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Butker able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Watch the screen.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Check. Fresno. Go. Fresno. 58. Go.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, it's Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Tighten down. There you go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Coming. 58 is the mic. 58. 58. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 58.
On third down, Jackson.
Oh my God! Come on, man!
So far, they've
Look!
laps, but he's got a first down.
Fuck!
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, it's Williams. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. Watch that. Squeeze. Hey, watch this.
Again, it's Williams. And he... They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately,
I think he went to go take a shower.
And that resulted in an incompletion.
Open up the party.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
My fucking head hurt. Oh, fuck.
All right, which one of you guys put this shit in my fucking
ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Locke. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You cannot play against Denzel normal. You gotta run the ball all game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Love.
Oh my God, bro.
Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. It's caught.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
And
oh my God.
Way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm stunner. I'm stunner. I'm stunner.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Love. That one into the hands of Hamilton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Monday. Topper. Watch the twitch. 25. Check 25. 11 feet. On. Go ahead. Hey, exit.
To throw is Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Lott. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, box truck.
Fucking bitch, bro.
Play action, it's Lott.
Shit, bro.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Delta.
Again, Lott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a second down throw for the end zone.
This is Tyrann Mathieu, bro.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, Haywood. 24 is the mic. Let's go, baby.
Now Luck on 3rd and
Come
goal.
on, man.
And that is
Come on, bro.
Touchdown, Denver. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will get him one closer.
Oh, my God.
After the
Stop
touchdown, here's
second-guessing
McManus
yourself,
now
Oz.
to kick it away.
You got it, bro. Stop doing that.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try to lead it out.
Bro. Fucking trash, bro. This team sucks,
so
bro.
The Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with
God
him, run
damn
with
it.
him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No game on this defense. No game. Switch.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll fake it. Now Locke. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
11. He's checking. 11B. 61, matchbox lights.
Oh my God, bro.
From the red
You
zone
gotta be
now,
fucking shitting me, dog.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Back to the air, Locke on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing again is Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Here we go on 4th. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Who's that? 58, boys, 58, 58.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on
what are you talking about last week? You at your mama house.
Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year.
All right, pull up, nigga.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
All right, go.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Accent check.
Hey, that hate out your heart.
That reaction over there.
We gotta speak objectively to get that hate out.
How you doing? It was imminent.
Predictable.
Imminent. Fate. There's no hate. I mean, they had a hell of a year. They overcame a lot of injuries, but when they were healthy, they weren't world beaters. So when?
Yeah.
The second game of the season when they went up to Atlanta and laid a dud.
That wasn't the second game.
That was absolutely the second game.
Oh, the one that Aguilar dropped?
No.
The one that Aguilar dropped?
That's an excuse.
Oh, okay.
Were they healthy?
I'm just saying. No, Deshaun wasn't there.
He played.
Deshaun
he was actually injured in the first or second quarter, but they had to come back against the Washington Redskins, Super Bowl favorites. They beat the Redskins, and now all of a sudden they're just flying high.
You gotta get that hate out your heart.
There's no hate in my heart. We just all watching the Super Bowl, the playoffs.
We're not taking booty for Valentine's Day anymore. I mean, we taking booty, but we're not just taking that alone. We gotta get more, man. We got our dudes out here spending some good money on Valentine's Day, man. Taking y'all out to fine dining, like.
you love.
Oh my god, that shit didn't even sell, bro. Come on. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, bro. At the bell at the box. I don't know if I was it. I'm done. I'm just done playing that shit, bro. I'm gonna stop that thing. No, force it.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
All right, thanks, Coach. So for this challenge, we start in the third quarter with over 5 minutes remaining. You're leading by 10 points. Your opponent has possession on their own 30-yard line, and it's 3rd and long. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Emmett. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big... score to start the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Jello! Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, his 2nd sack of the night. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And an alley to run. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, well, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that... And this is taken in at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Solid opening drive so far. Now can they cash? And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And finding the tight end Hooper. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, here's the situation for this challenge. We're in quarter number 3 with 6 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield. 1st and 10. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes firing complete. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the coach.
Coach, thanks as always. We start this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 90 seconds left. You're trailing. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Mahomes. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Cunningham to throw.
Oh my God, come on, man. How y'all niggas can't block Shaq nonsense?
The sack there.
The fuck?
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham. It's caught. Jones. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field. I'ma get lazy.
Hello, everybody. It's the Coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You trail by a touchdown. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line as we get set here on first down. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Smith. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play fake. Mahomes dumps it off to Gurley. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes will buy some time right. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face a third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That's complete to Smith. Nifty footwork at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know the defensive guys are thinking.
Oh my God, I threw the wrong person.
That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 21-20. A minute 11 to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Latimer. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Randall in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ballgame. Congratulations on yet another victory. And you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your rewards.
Shake your head at a real nigga. Riding rich, I get figures. Bear around this burger stiller. Don't change like a caterpillar. I got tennis like Serene. I stuck 20,000 in your jeans. Or in a day. How about the one city? He lay down like a lazy day. I got crack like a 80 bitch. Good times like JJ. Say she wanna fuck another bitch. I made it happen. Felt like Michael Jackson. Moonwalk. Smooth criminal. Smooth talking, yeah. I put some ice on top of me just to cool off. I got my runners on, been trapping on my balls. Take that booty on the trip and make a pussy drip. Pussy designer, she fuck with this. She like to ride.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, for this challenge, we start off in the 4th quarter with over 4 minutes to go. You're ahead by 4. You've got possession in your own territory, but it's 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with him. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And what a big-time play there. 53 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh and... This one, despite the heavy workload, but you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Smith trying to run for it. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Big stepper like Big Meat. I was taught to go and get it straight about the mother, little nigga. Murder, 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 keep my slugs, my nigga. I was taught to never show no love, my nigga. Papa Xanax, I ain't never had no feeling. What I got planned next? Gotta put the stars in the ceiling. Slide down Fairfax. Nigga, I was plotting on the million. I was a billion nigga.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, for this challenge, we find ourselves in quarter number 4 with 6 minutes remaining. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your side of the field as we get set here, 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. He's got Smith here. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I was trying to make a way out like it was my first day out. Remember my first day out. Now I got them to the count. I eat that pussy like steak. She eat my dick like a crate.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back end of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Cunningham from the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at Kiki QT as he and the rest of the offense gear up to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, this is Jackson.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact. With the
blitz coming and down he goes. Joe Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. There's Michael Vick. That's complete. Hooper.
What the fuck?
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. That throw by Vick incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cunningham. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. In possession for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. A 1st down carry for Smith. They find some open field here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game. They look like they're in control.
I missed the fucking
there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you've got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and not already celebrating a win.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Michael Vick in the offense, down by 6, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, for this challenge, we find ourselves in quarter number 4 with 6 minutes remaining. We're all tied up at 24. Your opponent has possession on their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's a play fake. Now Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, Clement. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Open man is QT, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and that'll bring up 4th down. File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back, and yet you can't hold your water and end up jumping, and now you give him a 1st down.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
No more.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, for this challenge, we find ourselves in quarter number 4 with 6 minutes remaining. You're ahead by a single point. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. 1st down and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
I just won this shit up just now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I've been about all day.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that is starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here we go now, Smith.
Oh, my God.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, my God.
And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock,
and now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Oh, score.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there.
I bet God, me and struggle.
Legs to hurt him. 1st down. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Emmitt Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is...
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
I'm the star. I'm just saying.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing Vic. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, this is Jackson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can set?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I think I told you go get some.
We love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
For 10 or more points, it's gotta be no. Listen. This nigga made the best day. That nigga said, fuck the bitch, the stallion. That nigga said she just wanna pop an X like Malcolm. This nigga tripping. What song is this? Nigga, I didn't know this shit was this hard. What song is this? Damn, what's up, buddy? I want this nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Oh, it's straight from Trap Gods.
Oh. Everybody said they like this song too.
I'm gonna flush it down the toilet before they give me with the phone. Hope he is. I've been trying to pray to the Trap God. That nigga say he influenced by Future and Thugger. And Young Thug is gay. Nigga.
Nigga still great. Gay him out, shit.
I don't know. I don't know. Then he got on the song with A Boogie. I ain't listen to Boogie no more. I listen to Boogie. I ain't got it.
That nigga Gunna a snitch.
Huh?
That nigga Gunna a snitch.
When you snitch on?
You ain't see that shit?
I don't try to look at everything, nigga.
He was on Crime Watchers.
He was on Crime Watchers?
He was on Crime Watchers talking about the crime.
Man, they let him get
That
up.
nigga said that, like, he embraced it.
He embraced what?
Crime Watchers mean, bro, niggas get on, like, it's like an outstanding crime that went on in the neighborhood, and niggas talk about it, bro. He was one of them niggas that was talking about it like niggas to be reported. Like, basically snitching. And niggas, somebody found a video of Crime Watchers. Crime Watchers is like, nigga, a network, bro, they have their own platform, nigga, like, it's like a national network, nigga, that talk about, like, stopping crimes amongst.
They always find shit when you get big, nigga.
So they found the video of Gunna on the steps talking to Crime Watchers, bro, about some crimes that was involving his family. I mean, his like cousin or his relatives and shit that he was talking about it.
He was talking about it?
He was talking about it, nigga, like.
He said his cousin's name?
Like he was talking about it, bro. Like he was like saying like he don't know who did. Like
he was saying he don't know who did it. Or
like he was just like talking about it. But I don't know exactly what he said. But I heard he was saying some shit that he was talking about it, nigga. And he was like, you a snitch, bro. You shouldn't even be talking on there. Feel me?
We go with the last nigga. First class lane, really bad nigga. Show me the way you bad nigga. That's when you staring at ass niggas.
While you sleep, you want something from the store? Where you going? To the store. You want something from the store? Alright, bye. You want some chips now?
man.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
Okay, Coach, this challenge starts in the second quarter with inside of 90 seconds left. You're down a field goal. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line, and it's first down. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a draw play. It's in. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Come on, fellas.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And all the way in for the touchdown. O.J. Howard, 62 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As the Bears come back out here, we talked about their quarterback Mitchell Trubisky earlier, their head coach Matt Nagy, but bottom line, it's not going to be a second consecutive postseason appearance for this team. They just took a little bit too long to get rolling. They were a better team in the second half, but by then both the Packers and the Vikings were well clear of it.
That is so true. And look, all the issues they had on offense, Mitchell Trubisky struggling with injuries and inconsistency early. Then on the defensive side, I think it was underrated, the loss of Danny Trevathan at inside linebacker. He went out fairly early. Akeem Hicks gets hurt in London against Oakland with an elbow injury. He doesn't make it back until Week 15 against Green Bay. Without Akeem Hicks in the middle, that really hurt Khalil Mack and Leonard Floyd coming off the edge, because teams can now devote extra attention out to those guys so they didn't have to worry about the pass rush as much up the middle.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now Cunningham. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cunningham to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Emmitt Smith, 34 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Willis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel complete. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, normally on a 3rd down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. First down, a run with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Randall able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some push. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got Burton here. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game. It's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
Now there's room to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it's the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith who caps it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. This one into the hands of Burton. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thanks, Coach. So the situation for this challenge, it's the second quarter with over 2 minutes left on the clock. You're down by 6. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll find his running back. It's Emmitt Smith. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He finds his target, Beckham, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Cunningham now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. A throw over the middle, taken in, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Cunningham. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. This will be fielded at the 6.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Cunningham. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's go. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And touchdown! Zach Ertz, 39 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it to him.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Keenum. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Cunningham. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the run, it's Smith. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Touchdown! Emmitt Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set now for their next drive, Case Keenum and the Redskins. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Another toe for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And an alley to run. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend was under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Smith. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Keenum in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Keenum now to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. He's got room to run past the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Keenum going for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Emmett. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, thank you. We pick up this challenge in the 2nd quarter with over 3 minutes left. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw, rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run there.
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Odell Beckham, 30 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Here we go.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
On first down, it's Smith. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown. Emmitt Smith, 87 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down? Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Second half begins with a run by Smith. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. He completes it to Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Cunningham. And a diving clean grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cunningham in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. They'll try and run for it with Smith. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll be a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Cunningham. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the max maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On first down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And the NFL's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith, really solid game there. Although during his day, he wasn't necessarily known for the huge chunk yardage plays, was he?
That's so true, because when you think of Emmitt, you don't think of long dashing runs. You think of the...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, here's where we pick up this challenge in the second quarter with 5 minutes left. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness off.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Packers getting ready to go back at it offensively. We talked earlier about Aaron Rodgers and another sensational season for him. Look, what was weird the last 2 years was looking at the playoff picture without the Green Bay Packers. Well, they're going to be back playing meaningful football this January. Double digits in wins again. And I think for Matt LaFleur, if there was a rookie coach of the year, he'd certainly be in line for that award.
And he should be in line for the award just to be coach of the year. Remember, this team didn't make the playoffs last year. So much discussion in the offseason. Would he mesh with his quarterback, Aaron Rodgers? And how would a young coach like him take over a team and guide that locker room? Well, heading into the down stretch of the season, he had his team at 11-3. That's pretty phenomenal. Not only that, in the proud history of the Green Bay Packers, they've never had a rookie coach take his team to the playoffs in the first season, not even Vince Lombardi.
Wow, and he's going to do that. By the way, it's in the rearview mirror by a ways now, but have you thawed out from that Week 15 game?
No chance. Green Bay cold is just different.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. So we've hit intermission. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Cunningham looking to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. Caught by Jones. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. On 3rd and 2, Cunningham. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here are visitors to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
65. No.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cunningham. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
It's caught. Beckham. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. He's got a first down past the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Congratulations on yet another victory. And you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.